Hey gents, Scheme Rhythm here, back with Let's Play Dark Souls. In the last episode, we progressed through the Undead Burg and got the Drake Sword. This is actually take two. I'm going to go up to the left. I'm fighting an enemy that's... You notice I have my wooden shield equipped. You need your wooden shield. I got killed by this guy up here because I played very recklessly. So, notice he has a bigger sword. It's called the Black Knight Greatsword, and it's stronger than the regular Black Knight sword, and it's bigger and slower, but the trade-off is it does a hell of a lot more damage. In fact, he was able to guard break me several times. Up, there we go. Now he's dead. See, these fights are a lot easier with the Drake sword, at least at this point. Black Knight Greatsword. Of course I get that one and not the smaller sword. Oh well, I don't plan on using that one since I think it requires like 36 strength or something like that to use. Hang on, let me check that, because I know someone's going to jump down my throat otherwise. So, the Black Knight Greatsword. Well, geez, it's only... I think it's actually the same as the Black Knight sword right now. 32 strength and 18 dexterity. I haven't either. Ha. Yeah, I'm probably going to raise my dexterity up a little bit more, but not much more. So, welcome to the Undead Parish. Now, this is the building that the dragon is above. There's a bonfire right in there. Go figure. Assholes. I thought I was the only asshole in my videos. So, start with this guy. Got owned. So, you see that giant boar down there? He's our next target. He's our mini-boss for the Undead Parish. Already. You don't want to get tackled by him. It's pretty much an insta-kill, I'm pretty sure, if he actually manages to hit you with his charge. So... yeah, right now what I see. Here's what you do here. Immediately run to this area and wait until these soldiers start to come after you. I think he just killed some of them actually. And with the Drake sword, you one-hit kill all these soldiers, so this should be a lot easier for you. And with your improved strength, or it's either the strength or the power of the sword, with a kick you actually knock those spear-wielding soldiers' shields away from them. Not that it matters if you're getting shot at by those guys. Alright. Now, one possible way to take out this boar from up here... well, actually, there's another guy coming up. Let me kill him first. Go ahead and take a sip of the Estus Flask since I got a freebie from there. Where is he? I know I saw a guy. Oh, he's stuck behind the boar. What a dumbass. Oh well. So, in that case, let me go ahead and put the Alluring Skull. The Alluring Skull is the item we just picked up. It basically attracts certain kinds of enemies. If you throw it into the fire, or near the fire, as best as you can. Look at that. He's stuck on the fire, it's hurting him. Wow, it actually killed him. I think I'm going to probably add in footage later of my practice file showing how to fight him mano-a-mano. Because that was a little easier than I expected it to be. Sometimes he drops his helmet, you'll get the boar helm. But not here, unfortunately. Sorry. Alright, so the next thing you do is you come down here, and you see one of these guys, but he runs away. You can actually catch up to him pretty easily. But you see, this place is filled with these guys. Once again, the Drake Sword makes this easy. Drake Sword makes everything... makes basically everything through the area boss easy. I mean, some people will bash it because it feels like a crux to them. But I say... it was put in the game by From Software, and they made it this easy to get this early on. They obviously wanted someone to use it. So I mean, I see nothing wrong, especially if you're still getting used to the game with using this weapon. Just know that it's not going to last forever, and you're going to have to know how to play the game if you want to win still. So you see me focusing mostly now on hitting them whenever they're stunned from hitting my shield. I prefer to do that sometimes rather than parrying. It's just the style I got more used to. Because there are actually three types of shields. There's the small shields, the regular size shields, and then there's great shields. You can't parry at all with great shields. Instead, they do a shield bash attack. And but they offer the greatest stability. Stability is the stat that determines how much of your endurance gets taken away whenever they hit the shield. Great shield's the best for those. And they also tend to have the highest defenses in general. So, let me see. There's not a boss behind that, don't worry. There's nothing over here, despite those orange soapstones. Why did I throw that? I did not mean to throw that. SS Blast is what I use. Drake Sword also gives you a minor boost in defense, if you notice that little symbol right underneath my endurance bar. Like I said, there's not a boss on the other side of this white light. It's just proof that you've opened up the area. You can see all the bloodshed from up here. So, up here you have a Balder. A Balder Knight, I guess. Not really a Balder. They come with either a sword and a giant shield, or a rapier and a target shield. Now, with the Drake Sword, they get one hit killed by a backstab. I still have my dagger to show, I guess, if you want to play it that way, but I've never been able to parry and riposte those Balder Knights, actually. Just, like, their attacks are a lot faster than the undead soldiers that you usually fight, like this guy. But, I mean, there's not much you can do about it. Alright. So yeah, I bet investing in those arrows, I bet it makes a lot more sense now, huh? Whew. Barely turned in time. This is the other kind of Balder. And look back, out behind him for a backstab. So, one thing I'll note about strafing, always strafe towards their shield side. It's just a lot better. And, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that thought. It's easier to get around them for a backstab. So over here, there's two sword knights, or two hollow sword knights, and one with a crossbow. If you get over here, the one with the crossbow can't hit you. Owned. 392 damage with a riposte. Damn. This thing's... I forgot just how ridiculous this thing is. Alright. So, if you go this way, you will progress towards the next mini-boss of the area, and then further up is the boss, actually. At the top of this church building is where the boss is. But what I'm going to do instead is go down here, and we're going to find the next bonfire here, actually. And we can actually gain some levels, but I think I'm going to hold off on that, because there's an item in particular that I really want to buy from this guy. You remember the Undead Merchant back in Undead Burg? He had a special item that you could buy, the repair box, that basically lets you repair weapons at bonfires. It costs souls, it doesn't cost like raw materials or anything.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm on training of a store round. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
I require smithing. This guy can't... There are 4 blacksmiths, actually, in the entire game. This is one of them. You can kill him and get his hammer, but I don't suggest doing that, of course. I don't suggest killing him in the PC. Learn gesture. Hurrah. So, purchase item. He sells Titanite shards, which are the main raw material used to upgrade most weapons. He sells an infinite number. He has an infinite number of them, so you can buy as many as you need to upgrade weapons as much as you need, up to +5. So let's see. The weaponsmith box, which you can reinforce at a bonfire. Reinforces just make the weapon stronger. Armorsmith box, reinforcing armor, and a repair box. I'm going to buy the repair box. Eventually I'm going to be getting all of these. The Crest of Artorias in particular, I want to save up stuff for. Yeah. Let's see. Just talk to him some more. Learn some more about him.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The
nice point. Weapons don't betray you. Unlike some people I can think of.
There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you could consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
He's not lying, by the way. It's really hard to play this game without reinforcing your weapons.
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well.
Yeah, I actually haven't experimented much with reinforcing armor because this is still the pre-patch release, so the fact of the matter is, you can get better, by the time better armor than what you have comes around, it's basically going to be the stuff that you use towards in-game, I'd say. Oh well. Okay, yeah, he just repeats the same thing.
So,
You hear a lot of people mention going hollow.
get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Going hollow is just the process of losing your mind after you die. Basically, your brain continues to decay even though your body does not. So down here, that's a Titanite demon. We're not going to fight him yet. Think of them as they're mini-bosses found throughout the game. They don't really do much except for fight you. They always drop Demon Titanite, which is used to upgrade certain weapons. So, rest here. Okay, yet again with the obvious edits and cuts, but oh well, I needed to do that to make sure the audio doesn't decide to desync itself for some reason like it likes to do. So, actually, if you run towards here, this place is called Sen's Fortress. You can't go here until after you've rung the second bell, but there is one guy here in particular that you want to talk to. This guy. Okay. Talk to him again, I guess?
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So, here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
And let's see, does he say anything else?
Still closed. Still closed.
Yeah, he just repeats that over and over. But Siegmeyer has his own sort of side quest that you have to talk to him here first to initiate. And so, with that, we will be heading back towards the church. So, I think I'm going to edit out me running back up. So, I will meet you guys there. Okay guys, we're back. I just killed these guys. I went ahead and equipped the hero shield. Right now, we're actually moving pretty slow. Yeah, I might... Actually, I think this is the part where I'm going to go ahead and unequip the dagger. I should explain the equip loads. Your max equip load is right under your HP and stamina in the middle there. Whenever your equip load that you have is half of your max or less, you move at slightly slower than normal. Whenever it's 25% or less, you move at your max speed. And also your roll is slower whenever you're 50% or lower, and it's fastest whenever you're 25% or lower. Or, I'm sorry, it's more like, if you're at 50%, you move your slowest. If you're at 25%, you move your second slowest, and yeah. Anyway, in here, you will find this guy. I suggest luring him outside. I do not suggest fighting him in here at all, because there's a sorcerer on the second level who can spot you and start fighting you and making your life miserable. So, this giant knight. He's fairly simple enough. So there are 2 attacks to watch for. That one mostly, because that one leaves him open for a little bit, and this one, where he slams his stuff down. That's your signal to go in and just wail on him a little bit. You can see with the Drake Sword, half of his health is gone. Look at that. 4 swings of the Drake Sword. God damn, this weapon is broken. And you get this Great Sword and a Titanite Shard. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on forward. Now, if you don't know what this is actually a way back to Firelink Shrine. This is the shortcut. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to get rid of the sorcerer upstairs. If I don't get killed by this guy first. Okay, we're back. So let's go ahead and recover. I still can't parry them. There we go. Ah, damn it. Okay. Let's see. This guy. Oh gosh, I forgot about these guys. So what you want to do is you want to lure these guys out. Make sure there's a window between you and this asshole, so that he can't hit you with those arrows, those soul arrows. And just kill these guys one by one as they come through. Or 2 by 2, as the case may be. And then once that's done, make sure he's not too strong for you, because he can do a good bit of damage himself. 2 swings and Drake Sword, he's down. Alright, so with that, there is an item over here. There it is. And there is some stuff actually up above and down below that we have to get. There we go. So, this, I guess, is technically optional, but you can get some nice stuff if you come through here. You can pick up humanity from the corpse. Then you go through to here. You can actually destroy that wooden... I don't know what they were trying to do there. Some kind of impromptu door. I don't know why it was so important to lock this guy up, but they decided to do it.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse. Thank you. Yes. Sincerely, I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Okay, Lautrec of Karim. Whether you free him or not, he finds his way out, so I guess it's just better to free him and get the reward. It's not anything. It's not a very good reward, but it's something rather than nothing. So I mean, I guess that makes it worth it. Oh, Havoc physics, getting bodies stuck on you and everything. Now, resist the urge to jump down here, because there are still 3. There are actually 3 Baldur Knights down there that I haven't shown yet that will jump on you, and it's not fun to fight 3 at once at all. So, let's see. I think I'm going to end up putting the boss fight in the next video. So up here you have a Firekeeper soul. Do not use this item. Whatever you do, do not use this item. It gives you humanity if you use it, but if you hold on to it and you bring it back to the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, who I did not show you because I had a blank moment, I guess. But if you bring it to her, then she can make your Estus Flask more powerful. It'll heal you for more. Definitely worth it. So I guess I'm going to start picking these guys off one by one if I can. Okay. Just the one with the rapier is coming. Uh-oh. He's got pretty good poise. He's able to block mid-strike there. Huh, sorcerer body. Alright, let's get this guy to come through. I'm very, very bad at trying to parry them, so I'm going to stop even trying. The guys with the big swords and giant shields are a lot slower than the other ones, so don't worry about them too much. Actually, if you run, you make a lot more noise and they can hear you, and so they turn around. If you walk slowly, you can usually sneak up on them like this. Alright. Ready to see the most worthless shortcut in the game? Because it's right down here. First, let me grab this. Halberd. I love the halberd. It's a very, very good weapon in my opinion, and as long as you're not doing PvP, player versus player. But if you're using it against enemies, it's a very strong weapon. Hang on, let me show you this. And where is it? There it is, 110. By the time you're done upgrading it, it gets close to like 230 or something like that, which is pretty nice. Stronger than the Drake Sword, of course. It scales with both strength and dexterity. This shortcut is the most useless shortcut in the game because as soon as this guy gets aggroed, I guess you would say, he notices you. He turns around, notices the gate is open, comes over here, pulls the lever, and shuts it. I shit you not. He shuts the gate on you, so you have to go a long way around. Alright. So, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fight this guy. And I'm going to go back to the bonfire. Yep. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and push it a little more. I'm going to go through the Firelink Shrine shortcut. I'll show you guys that here. This is an elevator. Basically, as this one goes down, the other one goes... As one goes down, the other goes up, basically. So you'll have one always here in the Undead Parish, and you'll have one that's always at Firelink Shrine. And taking it down, taking it down. Actually, if you step off right here, you can actually, there's actually a path that'll let you get back to the, Undead Asylum, which I don't recommend doing yet, because you might notice that the enemies there are a lot tougher than they were before, and there's some Black Knights there, and that's where you fight the optional boss there, and it's not very pretty. Okay. So, if you travel down here... Oh wow, there he is. I didn't expect him to get out that fast. Well, here's the Firekeeper. She doesn't say anything at first. She can speak, she just doesn't talk. Reinforce Estus Flash, you use the Firekeeper Soul. Alright. Now, if you kill a Firekeeper, you can get their soul and go to another Firekeeper. Yes, there is another one. I think there are 3 total in the game. And you can use that to reinforce your flask up to +7, which takes multiple playthroughs, but it's not... I feel like a dick if I do it, so...
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
That's not creepy.
By the Lords, your face. Your humanity is really slipping, but there are methods. Most fools have more humanity than they know what to do with. Now, who do you imagine will make the best use of it?
That's not creepy.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Epic foreshadowing. Okay. Yeah, he's involved in the story later. Yes, this game does have a story. It's just sparse.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
I'll never understand people that go through this game and kill every NPC they see. I just don't get it, guys. Why would you do that? Why? Because you think it's fun? Oh, you think it's fun to kill people? It's really, I don't know. I feel bad killing anything with a personality that isn't kill you first. So now that you have the Drake Sword, you can come down here. There's some items down here you can go ahead and get. I'm gonna, I guess, slip these in towards for the end of this video. One more bone. Use that. It takes you back to the last bonfire you rested at. Very useful for speed running, actually. Morning Star and Talisman. This is why I didn't buy that stuff from them earlier, aside from the lack of souls. And then also Cracked Red Eye Orb, which lets you. Actually, it lets you invade other players' worlds. Invade at this point, the online isn't that great, so I'm not going to use it probably. Lloyd's Talisman. It prevents invaders from using their Estus flasks, which is pretty handy. Or wait, no. It makes it's an invader's tool actually. It prevents the person you're invading from using their Estus flask. This is why I didn't go to the graveyard earlier. Those guys. It's gonna take more than one swing of the Drake Sword to kill them. That should give you an idea of how powerful they are. In fact, it took the same number of swings to kill them with the Drake Sword as it did to kill that giant knight earlier. There we go. They drop scimitars and falchions, which are the curved sword weapons. I'm going to go through the graveyard at another time. You know what? This video has dragged on long enough, so I'm going to actually rest of the bonfire here at Firelink, and then I'm going to say goodbye there, and next time we'll go through the boss. So, alright guys. This has been Scheme Rhythm, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.